All right, man. Apparently, Michigan is the most watched football team via viewership. Let's talk about it. Check out the college sports playlist talking about the football team. Find and clarify that. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That's where to support the channel. So do that way. So, according to Aaron McMahon says Michigan Georgia through an audience of 17.2 million people on ESPN peaking at 20.5 million people, making the Orange Bowl the most viewed non-NFL sporting event across any network in 2021. Michigan can now claim to have played in 4 of the 6 most watched college football games last year. So I know Ohio State was one, uh, Georgia was one, probably Michigan State was another one. So I don't know exactly what the other fourth one was. I really can't think. So I know. So we know the Michigan State, Ohio State, Georgia. So um, so he says fake news. Your facts are correct. What's going on here? Okay, fake news. Although your facts are correct, the game was the third least watched semifinal game ever. What is he talking about? So let's look at okay, you see Alabama versus hold on, make sure I get it right. Let's see. Okay. Combo averaged 16.65. So it was less than the 17. So what is he talking about? Okay. So it was less than that. So then we go to um oh, I see. So the national championship drew 22.6. So I mean that's what they drew. 22.6, and that's a national championship game. So Michigan was like, Michigan wasn't too far off from that, and that's a national championship. So who was on? Let's see what Ohio State and Bama did last year. 22.6. So around the same thing. Unless I'm looking at the same one. Yeah, it's just my bad, bro. My bad. I'm looking at the same one. I don't know. Give me it. But I don't know. So I can't really think of who that fourth team is. Unless you're talking about the Big Ten championship game, it would have to be that. So Big Ten championship game, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan State would be my guess of the 4 viewerships. And like I said, Michigan and Alabama had one of the highest viewerships of all time when they met, or in the era when they met in that bowl game a couple years ago. So I say it's not surprising. Michigan attendance is, I think it's the highest attendance this year. Let me see. Taking a minute for it to process. So I think I seen something that said their attendance was high. Okay, it says Michigan once again led the nation in average home attendance. So, but then again, Michigan does have a 100,000 seat stadium. But then again, it is, it is, it is harder to put 100,000 people in the stadium. So, like I said before, this is why Michigan, can perpetrate to a certain extent. This is why they can perpetrate to a certain extent of being a blue blood because they do numbers like a blue blood. They bring in cash like a true blue blood or a true champion. This is why they can perpetrate. This is one of the a built-in fan base over decades, over centuries. You know what I'm saying? At one point in Michigan, you really it's hard to find. When I was growing up, too many Michigan State fans, bro. In the football thing, Michigan dominated the college, the state's college football scene. They dominated it. They dominated it. So and like I said, I was talking to somebody at the was in the store not too long ago. He was in the parking lot. I was like, man, I ain't never really seen this many Michigan State fans. They started laughing. I was being honest. When I was a kid, bro, Michigan State had football on lock. Michigan was pretty good back in the day, but you know, but yeah, I never really seen this many uh Michigan State fans. And Michigan State are starting to win. But Michigan will gross the most money. It's Georgia, Texas, and Michigan that gross the most money. And average attendance, they average a sellout basically. This is what they're averaging. They average a sellout. Hold on. Yeah, they capacity is 108. It was 107.6 on Google, and they averaging 108. So they probably got some standing room. So they selling out standing room tickets. Standing room is you can stand in certain designated areas at the football stadium. When they sell out tickets, you can stand there and watch the game, which I'm pretty sure they're not doing too many standing room or standing type tickets because of the pandemic. So, Michigan is reigning supreme as the most popular one. But then again, them in Alabama have a long lineage, and Texas have a long lineage in college football. You know what I'm saying? And remember, most of these schools, besides like Texas, they in small college towns, and maybe like LSU. But then Ann Arbor, if you didn't know, it's not far from Detroit at all. I made a few trips there before. Like, if you drive fast, like 35 minutes, 30 minutes. 40 minutes on average. So it ain't really far. Ann Arbor's in a great position instead of driving an hour some change to East Lansing. And also East Lansing got bleachers and they're like a high school stadium. Michigan got more of a collegiate feel, and so do Texas and the rest of these teams that's on this list. So like I said before, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the College Sports Playlist. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request, all my social media subscription. Twitter's the fast way, and Facebook and Instagram. Want to financially support the channel. $ Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. All my social media links there. I appreciate the love support. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe us, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. And check out my main channel right here on YouTube, talking college sports, combat sports, music entertainment, Goodfella TV right here on YouTube. That's Goodfella TV.